Tell me, do you watch my reactions? You will.
What's good with y'all, man? Hey, you already know if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like, drop that sub, turn on them notifications, man, because we doing video daily. So, all the Zack Snyder haters are out because of Rebel Moon 2 releasing. So, I figured, why don't I rank Zack Snyder's movies from best to least? Now, as you can see from my list, you already know I have the goated Man of Steel with one of the best movies he's put out. Also, BVS, the extended cut, going to the best, one of the best movies he put out. You already know the Snyder cut made the best because let's be honest, that thing was a masterpiece. And once they restore the Snyderverse, it's gonna be amazing. 300. Now, I don't care. You listen. You can hate Zack all you want, but if you sit here and try to tell me 300 is not one of the best movies he put out, you're on crack. You're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Go to the nearest hospital right now, and get checked out, okay? Because something ain't right in the brain, all right? Then we're going to another one, Dawn of the Dead. Yes, I know James Gunn was also on this. I think he wrote it or something like that. I give credit to both of them. Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorite zombie movies. One of my favorite zombie movies there is. There's another one. I can't remember what the name of it is called, but that's besides the point. But I got Dawn of the Dead as best. Now, we go down to the category of amazing. We got Watchmen. I thought Watchmen, me personally, I thought it was pretty good. I just don't think it's up there with Man of Steel, BVS, and so on and so on. Just not like my cup of tea, I guess you can say. Now, I know people was like, well, you like the Justice League, you don't like Watchmen. I know, I get it. It kind of makes sense. But to me personally, I just don't put it up there with the best. Now, I know a lot of people probably disagree with that. I already know this. A lot of people will say that deserves to be in the best category. And all power to you. I respect your opinion. Just me personally, I just think it's a little bit below the movies I put in best. Now, we got good movies. Now, when we go to the category good, these are like movies like I'll turn on for background. So I'll watch the movie, and then I'll turn it on for background noise. After I've already seen it, though. These are type movies I'll turn on for background noise. So we got Rebel Moon Part 2, and then we got Army of the Dead, which I had a lot of fun with both of these movies when they first dropped. Now, Rebel Moon 2, I did rank that better than the first Rebel Moon. Only because it was a lot more action in it. It was a lot more action. Army of the Dead was a good zombie flick. I got those are as good movies. All right. So now we go down to the okay category. Sucker Punch. I got Sucker Punch as okay in my book. I watched it. I got the premises of the movie, and I enjoyed it. But it's not something that I would like watch again. I'd be like, nah, if you ask me to watch Sucker Punch and I've already seen it, maybe if somebody hasn't seen it, I'd probably watch it again. But other than that, I'll probably never ever turn Sucker Punch on, even for background noise. Okay. Now, Rebel Moon, when that movie first came out, I don't see how I got a lot of the hate it did. Because, first of all, I guess we could just tie that in with Part 2. Okay, these aren't true visions of what Zack wanted to put out. I thought both movies was good. Well, Rebel Moon a little bit below Part 2, just because Part 2 had more action in it. Part 1 was more of like getting the band together, pretty much. I enjoyed it, but it's not a movie that I'd be like, oh yeah, hey, let me go turn that on again. Not even for background noise, I wouldn't do that. But when it comes to watching Rebel Moon, the Rebel Moon universe, I can't officially judge it. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I have to wait until Zack actually puts out the vision he wanted out. Netflix wanted 2 separate things out. So when Zack's original vision gets put out, I'll be able to rank that separately or differently, I guess you would say. Now, we go down to the category of haven't seen. I have not seen the Legends movie. I have not seen it, so me personally, I cannot judge that movie. But from this list, I think this is me personally, I think this is a pretty accurate list for Zack Snyder's movies. If you had to make a tier for him, and I made a tier for him, I think this is pretty accurate, man. I think the only thing I'll probably catch some heat for is Watchmen. Other than that, I really think I did a good job on these categories, man. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what would you rank my setup here for Zack Snyder's movies through a F all the way to a A, okay? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what order would you put these movies in. Like I said, I think this is a pretty good list, man. I'm being fair, and like I said, I think the only thing I'll catch heat for is probably Watchmen, because a lot of people probably put that in the best category, and I can't argue with you about that, okay? Just me personally, I just put it in the amazing category, alright? Alright, man, but yo, let me know in the comments down below. Catch you guys on the next, man. 100,000 subscribers. It's grind time. Let's get it.